Hey guys! Today we are doing exactly what the title and thumbnail says, which is making my own DCU Saga. Be sure to watch the full video to see the Infinity War and Endgame level finale. We kick it all off with the big guy. Clark Kent is just starting out as Superman, still proving himself to the world. Lex Luthor steps in as our first major villain, and in classic Lex fashion, he doesn't come alone. He takes a wounded soldier, John Corbin, and rebuilds him into Metallo, powered by a kryptonite heart. Superman battles Metallo across Metropolis in one of the craziest first movie fights ever. But here's the twist: after Metallo falls, Lex himself jumps into a massive armored mech suit to take on Superman directly. It's brutal. Superman wins, but not without scars. In the post-credit scene, Lex stumbles across a strange piece of alien tech. He doesn't realize it yet, but it belongs to Brainiac, and he starts studying it. The brave and the bold. Next up, Gotham. Batman already exists in this universe, but now he's bringing his son, Damian Wayne, into the fold as Robin. The villain? Mr. Freeze. Not a mustache-twirling bad guy, but a tragic man doing everything to save his wife. The story is really about Bruce trying to teach Damian his no-kill rule, while Damian sees Freeze as a monster worth ending. By the end, Freeze is taken down and Nora is saved, but father and son are already clashing over their methods. And in Arkham, we get a quick tease of the Joker, waiting. Green Lantern, blood red. Time to head to space. Jon Stewart takes the spotlight as Earth's Green Lantern. He's a former Marine, carrying guilt from his past, and now he's thrown into the middle of a cosmic war with Atrocitus and the Red Lantern Corps. The Red Lanterns fight with rage, and Jon almost gives in himself, but he learns to channel willpower instead. It's his big moment of growth, proving why he deserves the ring. The movie closes with the Red Lanterns retreating, but Sinestro is quietly gathering power in the background. Wonder Woman. Back on Earth, Diana's story is centered on her friendship with Barbara Minerva. Barbara is an archaeologist cursed into becoming the feral and powerful cheetah. It's a personal story. Diana isn't fighting some world-ending god, she's fighting her best friend turned rival. By the end, Diana wins but refuses to kill her, promising she'll try to cure her one day. The curse that created Cheetah? Yeah, it comes from Ares, who's still whispering behind the scenes. The Scarlet Speedster. Barry Allen finally gets his origin movie here. He gains his speed powers, and his mentor Eobard Thawne helps him unlock his potential. But the big twist, Eobard is Reverse Flash. He's the man who killed Barry's mom. The movie's emotional core is Barry realizing he can't change the past, no matter how much it hurts. He beats Thawne, but refuses to kill him, because he knows where that path leads. As the Speed Force calms, there's one last tease: something darker is coming, and it looks a lot like Savitar. Aquaman, Kingdom. Arthur Curry is already king of Atlantis, but ruling is a whole different battle. His brother ORM rises up again, leading a rebellion that nearly destroys the surface world. It's a political war story, with Arthur proving he's not just a fighter, he's a king who unites two worlds. ORM is locked away, but we close on Black Manta collecting Atlantean weapons, vowing his revenge. Teen Titans assemble. Now it's time to introduce the next generation. Nightwing puts together the Titans: Raven, Starfire, Beast Boy, and Cyborg. Their first opponent? Deathstroke. This movie's about family and trust, with Raven's demonic powers constantly threatening to tear the team apart. They manage to beat Slade, but the victory comes with a warning: Trigon, Raven's father, is stirring, and he's going to be a problem down the line. Superman 2. Kal-El returns for his second movie, and this time the villain is Lobo. The bounty hunter comes to Earth to capture Superman, and their fight levels entire cities. It's wild, it's destructive, it's fun. But at the end, Lobo reveals he wasn't working alone. Somebody hired him. Somebody bigger. Brainiac. And then he leaves Earth with a warning: your planet's next on his list. And finally, everything builds to this. The first Justice League movie. Brainiac arrives on Earth, and this isn't some random alien invasion, this is a full-on nightmare. His ship blocks out the sun, he's shrinking entire cities into bottles, and he views humanity as nothing more than data for his collection. The League comes together, but at first, they're a mess. Batman doesn't trust anyone, Superman wants to save everyone at once, and Aquaman thinks this whole team-up thing is insane. Flash is the rookie, nervous but full of energy, while Wonder Woman and Green Lantern clash on how to actually fight an enemy like Brainiac. Cyborg. He's the key, since Brainiac's tech connects directly to his own systems, making him the one person who can get inside the mothership. The movie builds through 3 massive acts. The heroes individually try to fight Brainiac's probes and fail. Superman gets trapped in a bottled Kryptonian city, forcing him to confront the memory of his destroyed homeworld. Batman rallies the team, setting up their plan to hit Brainiac on multiple fronts. Diana leads the fight on the ground, Arthur brings the armies of Atlantis, while Barry and John Stewart destroy Brainiac's power cores across the planet. The League unites inside Brainiac's ship. Cyborg nearly dies hacking into the system, but manages to release the bottled cities, freeing Superman and giving him the final edge. In a massive showdown, Superman and Green Lantern push Brainiac's ship out of Earth's orbit while Batman and Wonder Woman take him down together. The League wins, barely, and Brainiac escapes into deep space, furious, swearing that Earth will regret defying him. By the end, the Justice League is officially formed. Superman gives the world hope, Batman funds the Watchtower, and Diana reminds them that they're stronger together. It's the start of something bigger. Alright, so Phase 1 set the table: Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, the Titans, and then boom, the Justice League versus Brainiac. But Phase 2? This is where the DCU gets darker, crazier, and way more connected. Batman 2, Terror. We kick off Phase 2 with Batman, Terror. Now, Bruce is still reeling from Brainiac. He saw just how small Gotham feels compared to cosmic threats. But instead of going cosmic, the sequel pulls him deeper into the shadows. Scarecrow is the villain, and the whole movie is basically Bruce battling fear itself. Jonathan Crane hits Gotham with a new formula of fear toxin, turning the city into a waking nightmare. We see Bruce hallucinate his parents, Joker, even Superman towering over him as a godlike threat. It's psychological, it's disturbing, and by the end Batman breaks Crane's grip on Gotham, but the movie sets up just how fragile Bruce's mind really is in a world of gods and monsters. Shazam, Wrath of the Gods. Meanwhile, Shazam returns, and this time it's the battle we've all been waiting for: Shazam versus Black Adam. Taith Adam's freed after centuries in prison, and he's not a villain in the cartoony sense. He sees himself as the true champion of the gods. He and Billy clash hard, with Adam even trying to convince Billy's family that he's unworthy of the power. The fights are insane: lightning storms, magic duels, citywide destruction. But the emotional core is Billy realizing that being a hero isn't about being chosen, it's about choosing others over yourself. By the end, Adam isn't killed, he's locked away, but clearly waiting to return later. Aquaman, the Black Trident. Next up, Aquaman's sequel, the Black Trident. Black Manta is back, deadlier than ever, and this time he gets his hands on an ancient Atlantean weapon that corrupts him with dark magic. Arthur's journey here is about leadership. He's king now, but ruling isn't the same as winning battles. We see ORM return as a reluctant ally, and the brother dynamic is at the heart of the movie. Imagine a Lord of the Rings-style underwater war, armies of sea creatures, Atlantean soldiers, Black Manta's tech-powered fleet. The finale? Arthur and ORM fighting side by side to stop Manta before the Black Trident consumes him entirely. ORM walks away at the end, hinting that redemption is possible, but not guaranteed. Cyborg, HBO Max series. Now, while the big movies are dropping, we've got the Cyborg HBO Max show. This dives into Victor Stone balancing his humanity and his machine side. The whole season is a mix of techno-thriller and character drama. He's fighting off hackers trying to weaponize his body, while also uncovering secret STR Labs experiments. By the end of the season, Cyborg fully embraces being a hero, and the ending teases Professor Evo. Martian Manhunter. Then, Phase 2 introduces John Johns in his Martian Manhunter solo film. This is the quietest, most tragic movie of the phase. We explore his origin, the genocide of Mars, his survival, and his years hiding on Earth disguised as humans. The villain? White Martians, who survived too, and now want to finish the job by wiping John out and enslaving humanity. It's a mix of sci-fi and detective noir. By the end, John fully comes out of hiding, and finally joins Earth's heroes openly. And in the post-credits, he warns Superman about something coming, something even he fears. The Flash, Speed of Darkness. Barry Allen's back in The Flash, Speed of Darkness. This time, his villain is Savitar, the twisted god of motion, basically a dark reflection of Barry himself. The movie goes full time-bending insanity. Barry sees visions of his own future self becoming Savitar, meaning every choice he makes could lock him into that destiny. It's brutal, it's personal, and it puts him through hell. In the end, Barry defeats Savitar, but only by accepting that he can't save everyone, and by breaking the cycle of trying to rewrite fate. That lesson is huge going into the rest of the universe. Constantine, HBO Max series. Now we go supernatural with Constantine's HBO Max series. Season 1 gave us demons and occult conspiracies, but Season 2? It's darker. The big bad is Swamp Thing, who's not evil at first, but corrupted by a demonic force that ties directly into Trigon. Constantine has to team up with Zatanna and Deadman to stop it, and the show ends with Constantine realizing Earth's magic is breaking, because something ancient is waking up. Green Lantern, Sinestro's Wrath. And then we've got Green Lantern 2. After Hal's win against Atrocitus, the Corps thinks they're safe, but this time, it's personal. Sinestro finally goes full villain, founding the Sinestro Corps and waging war with yellow power rings. It's an intergalactic war movie, lanterns falling, planets destroyed, Hal and Jon Stewart fighting alongside Kilowog and the rest of the Corps. The end sets up that Sinestro isn't alone, he's being whispered to by Brainiac, who's been watching from the shadows. Superman, Parasite Rising. Superman returns in Parasite Rising. Lex Luthor isn't creating robots this time, he unleashes Parasite, who can absorb powers from anyone, including Superman. Parasite terrorizes Metropolis, and Superman struggles because every time he fights him, he gets weaker. It's not just about strength, it's about resilience, morality, and protecting the innocent when your own powers are being stolen. By the end, Superman defeats Parasite with strategy, clever use of the environment, and help from his allies. The mid-credits scene shows Brainiac tech laying out on a table and the back of Professor Evo's head as he constructs something with glowing yellow eyes. And the post-credit could be Superman meeting the Teen Titans for the first time. Now closing off this phase would be Justice League 2, Man's Ultimate Creations. Yes, I know the titles could use work. Anyways. Amazo, the android capable of replicating every member of the Justice League's powers, suddenly appears and striking Metropolis with terrifying precision, immediately overwhelming the heroes by using their own abilities against them. He mirrors Superman's strength, Wonder Woman's combat skills, Flash's speed, and even Batman's tactical strategies, forcing the League to adapt on the fly as he tears through cities across the globe, from Gotham streets to Atlantis' oceans, leaving devastation in his wake. The Titans join the fray, with Raven, Nightwing, Starfire, and Beast Boy coordinating with the League to help protect civilians and mount counterattacks, but Amazos' adaptive abilities make every strike and plan nearly useless. Each hero faces a personal trial. Superman must fight without relying purely on his power, Flash races against a speedster version of himself that anticipates his every move, Wonder Woman battles a foe who can perfectly match her combat skills, and Batman is pushed to outthink an enemy who can predict his tactics. The battles rage across land, sea, and sky as skyscrapers collapse, oceans churn, and the heroes are pushed to their limits. In the climactic confrontation, the League lures Amazo to a collapsing orbital satellite station and combines their powers in a coordinated assault, using raw strength, speed, and teamwork to finally disable him. Though Amazo is neutralized, Earth is left scarred, and the League realizes someone has been orchestrating events behind the scenes, hinting at even greater cosmic threats to come. The post-credits scene would show Amanda Waller recruiting a squad of suicidal people. Hawkman, Hawks Rising. Phase 2 also gives US Hawks Rising. This movie dives into the reincarnation lore, Hawkman and Hawkgirl across time, tied to nth metal. The villain. Hatset, cursed to hunt them through every lifetime. It's basically DC's version of an epic, mythological adventure. The Hawks defeat him in the present, but the story ends with them realizing their reincarnation curse is connected to something cosmic. Booster Gold, HBO Max series. And finally, Booster Gold gets his series. It's lighter, comedic, but still important. Booster's a fraud from the future trying to be a celebrity hero, but as the season goes on, he accidentally uncovers records of Earth's end. By the finale, Booster is no longer a joke, he's the first to piece together that something massive is heading to Earth. Phase 3, the Golden Phase, the Infinity War and Endgame-level finale phase, kicks off with Constantine Season 3. Constantine Season 3. In the third season of Constantine, Earth's magic continues to fracture, unleashing demons, ancient curses, and rogue sorcerers. Constantine uncovers forbidden rituals capable of tearing reality apart and must form uneasy alliances with old enemies and new allies to prevent catastrophe. The season finale positions him as a key player in the eventual showdown with Trigon. The Justice Society. The Justice Society rises to meet threats the League cannot handle. Vandal Savage returns, commanding a coalition of time-spanning villains and historical anomalies. The JSA battles across multiple eras to prevent Savage from exploiting Earth's history for catastrophic gain. Their mission spans centuries, blending historical conflict with the present, reinforcing the importance of every hero uniting against overwhelming threats. Martian Manhunter 2. John Johns faces a white Martian warlord named Zarthok, who has secretly infiltrated Earth with a small but deadly army. Zarthok plans to enslave humanity and rebuild a Martian empire on Earth, forcing John to reveal himself publicly for the first time. Using telepathy, shape-shifting, and combat expertise, John dismantles Zarthok's schemes while navigating human society. The story balances detective intrigue, political tension, and epic battles, and by the finale, John stops the invasion, cementing himself as Earth's protector and a hero for his people. The Flash, False Gods. Barry Allen faces Godspeed, a speedster whose mastery of the Speed Force rivals Barry's own. Racing through fractured timelines, Barry learns how even small actions can have universe-altering consequences. Godspeed challenges him physically and mentally, pushing him to confront what it truly means to protect a world where time itself is unstable. Suicide Squad, Poisoned Earth. Task Force X is deployed to handle threats the League cannot address openly. Poison Ivy rises, using her powers to manipulate plant life and destabilize ecosystems worldwide. The squad navigates impossible missions and moral gray areas, uncovering intelligence crucial to global security and proving that even villains can influence high-stakes outcomes. Green Lantern, Attack of Hate. Hal Jordan and the Corps confront the Red Lanterns in a galaxy-spanning conflict. Rage-fueled battles erupt as the Red Lanterns attempt to destabilize planets and create chaos. Hal and the Corps maintain discipline and strategy while facing overwhelming odds, showing that courage and unity are pivotal in protecting the universe. Cyborg Season 2. Victor Stone battles rogue AI and remnants of Brainiac technology threatening Earth and global infrastructure. This season focuses on Victor's identity, the fusion of human intuition and advanced technology, and his evolution into a key strategic hero. These threats are entirely technological, separate from Trigon's magical influence, and test Victor's ingenuity and moral compass. Teen Titans 2, Rise of Trigon. The Teen Titans face their greatest challenge yet as Trigon manipulates events from the shadows, using humans and superhumans as pawns. Raven's powers grow dangerously unstable, and she struggles to control the demon within her. The Titans, Nightwing, Starfire, Beast Boy, and others, rally to stop Trigon before his influence spreads further. The battles are intense, spanning cities and dimensions, but Trigon proves too powerful. Despite their courage and teamwork, the Titans are overpowered, and in a shocking climax, Trigon escapes from Raven, leaving her devastated and the world exposed to his growing threat. This loss not only humbles the Titans but sets the stage for the ultimate confrontation in Justice League 3. The post-credit scene shows Batman finding the destruction in the Batcave on his monitors. It teases him calling the League to join the battle. Alright guys, the moment you have been waiting for, the full Infinity War and Endgame-like finale, Justice League, Burning Blood of the Old Gods. The chaos begins like nothing Earth has ever faced. Trigon tears open dimensional rifts, flooding the planet with demons, twisting reality, and throwing cities into panic. Buildings collapse, oceans surge into streets, and the skies burn with energy that no one can control. Just when the heroes think they have a handle on things, Joker shows up, turning chaos into pure anarchy. Civilians, minor villains, and even heroes are caught in his traps, and for a moment, it feels like the world might actually break. The Justice League, Teen Titans, and Justice Society converge, with Hawkman and Hawkgirl slicing through Trigon's armies on their nth metal wings while Booster Gold zips in with futuristic tech, trying to predict the shifts in battle. Big Barda and Mr. Miracle crash into the fray, smashing through legions of demons and giving the heroes a glimmer of hope. Constantine, Zatanna, Trigon, and Swamp Thing take on the magical side of the invasion, fighting corrupted forests, possessed landscapes, and supernatural horrors that seem unstoppable. Brother Blood leads cultists who amplify Trigon's power, forcing the heroes to split their focus even further. The Teen Titans push forward despite previous defeats, and in the chaos, Raven reaches her breaking point. Harnessing the full power within herself, she undergoes a dramatic transformation into White Raven, her dark energies replaced with pure, radiant magic, giving her the strength to fight Trigon directly, though even this isn't enough to stop him. Starfire burns through enemy ranks, Nightwing coordinates guerrilla strikes, and Beast Boy morphs into massive beasts to hold the line. The fight spills across rooftops, oceans, crumbling cities, and warped dimensions. Heroes fall, regroup, fight, and sacrifice everything they have, culminating in a climactic confrontation where every hero, from the League, Titans, JSA, Hawk Heroes, Big Barda, Mr. Miracle, Constantine, Swamp Thing, Zatanna, and even Booster Gold, must combine their powers to trap Trigon in a prison of pure will and energy. But the victory comes at a cost. Earth is devastated, Joker vanishes back into the chaos he loves. White Raven stands amidst the wreckage, a beacon of hope, but aware that the war is far from over. Alright folks, thank you so much if you got to this point in the video, which I doubt that most people who watched this did. If you did, comment down below if you'd like a part 2 of phases 4 through 6, and if you thought was missing anything. See you later.